What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another tutorial. On today's tutorial we're going to be building a new 1.16.5 version of my automated mob farm. The mods we are using are Industrial-Forgoing, XNET and RFTOOLS. So if this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alrighty everybody, and welcome to today's episode. Sorry, I just adjusted my chair. So as you guys have seen in the background of the opening, what is going on with my mouse? Oh, I must have accidentally put full DPI on. Great start to the tutorial. But yeah, so as you would have seen in the last episode, the last tutorial episode, there was chapters so you can skip ahead of different things. So I'm going to do the same, so you can skip through the intro, you can skip through this section where I'm going to walk you through what we're actually doing with the setup that I've made here, and then you can also skip towards the actual tutorial itself, which we're going to build over here. I'm not going to rebuild this section, we're just going to reuse this. This here is just a normal vanilla Minecraft spawners with some pressurized, what are they called? Spawner anchors by, can I get one? Maybe not. Damn it, I can't get one. That's fine. By pressurized something or other. I can't remember the name of them. Spawner anchor. There we go. By Fanaticraft. That's right. So they're just spawning there. They're not working fully at the moment, but this here is just a normal mob crusher which gets the essence, because we need the essence for the mob duplicator, which is down there. So as you guys can see, this is working beautifully, building up a bunch of animals and killing it, and we can stop it. So let's say we don't want that in it. This has a creative tank on it because I wasn't getting essence fast enough and I wanted to do the tutorial. So say, alright, we've got enough, we've got heaps of liquid meat and heaps of pink slime for what we want to do. We also have a crap ton of pork chops because that is going into the system. We're done. So let's go and bring back the mob. Cool, that shuts it off, it's turned off. And our mob's in here. Let's get rid of this. I like to do that so it's clean and clear. I need that for my tutorial in Medica, so don't worry about that. Not my tutorial, my episodes. So as you can see, we've got 3 here. So let's just say now we want some cows, we want some leather. So now we put it in the blue chest. Boom. And we go send mob. Boom. The cows are over there, and now they're getting eaten up, and we'll have some leather. Or not. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder what's going on there. Maybe it's getting stuck in the chest, which is somewhere down here. Let me just double check this, guys. I apologize. Very professional here, I know. Yeah, weird. Maybe they're just not dropping anything. That's fine. We don't really care about the loot anyway. At this point in time, it's probably just because of the cow that I picked by accident. Maybe it's a milking cow, I don't know. Anyway, so as you guys can see how it works roughly, it's all controlled by XNET with importing and exporting into systems using a redstone signal. This bad boy here controls, so I'm running 2 different systems here just because I was playing around with this separately to make it work. You can run it all on the one, and we will do that over here. So this controller runs these ones, which is just 2 channels to run this in and out, and this one here runs everything else. So it runs all the power, it runs the export out of the essence export out of that one and into here, then it goes from there into the mobs duplicator that's down there. Complicated, I know. I'm just trying to run through this part because we will see all this when we're building it anyway. But as you guys can see, this is working beautifully. So I'm going to bring that mob back, stop that, and now all 3 are back in there. Sweet as. So now that you know what's going on and how it works, let's build it. Alright, so as I just previously stated, you need essence for this to run. Liquid essence. So you get that from this system here. We're not going to use that. We're just going to use the crafting, the unlimited creative one that's behind here. This bad boy here. Let me get that bad boy. Just to make it easier for tutorial's sake. So, what do? How do we set this up? First of all, we're going to need to set up I didn't get myself a wand. How stupid of me. We're going to have to set up the room, because it needs to have a room, otherwise things are just going to spawn everywhere. So I am using this dark glass from Industrial-Forgoing, and I don't know why I'm still doing it like this, because we have a wand. Go all the way up. I like to go up high. That's probably a little bit too high, but that's fine. And then we fill it in just like this. Get the wand, and boom, we're in. Cool. So next thing we need to do is we have a couple of things to do. We also need to find the center, which is right there. Dig down and bring it over to all of this. Cool. Now, this is everything you're going to need for this project. So you're going to need a mob slaughtering factory. You're going to need a mob duplicator, a controller, a couple of it doesn't have to be supreme, but a couple of black hole tanks or a form of tank to hold your liquid meat, your pink slime, and your essence. A couple of chests, preferably different color ones. It makes it easier for programming and so they don't conjoin. I like them blue and red because you got red for export. I just realized I've done that around the opposite way over there for some reason. So you're meant to have red to export out and blue imports in. Oh no, I do have it right. So we blue import into the system, red's exporting back out. Yes, I do have it right. Cool. A couple of screens, a screen controller, some network cable, a connector, and some redstone receivers, and obviously a power source. A couple of buttons and some text just for the fun of it. So let's get started, shall we? Let's get all of this out, because we're not going to need any of this after we're done. Cool. So let's start by placing the mob slaughtering factory. Now, as you can see, I put it inside there. I'm not going to this time. I'm going to put it outside for a reason. Just because it makes it easier and looks neater. Cool. So now we want to put a controller face on that, ready to go. And then if we come down here, we need to put the mob duplicator needs to be one under. So this is the floor. It needs to be one under because the way it produces things is how it's got to be. Bam, we do this, and we need this clear on this side, and I'll explain that in a minute. Let's join them bad boys up. Let's give us some more room to get around to there. Cool, so they're joined up together, right? You guys can see, link, boom. What we need now is a controller. So we're going to put the controller in this wall here, just easy, nice, right there. So that means we need to go cable to the outside world for now. And then up and across, and then we're going to go boom, Let's open up a wall here just so we can get in and out. Alright, next we have the controller. They're all linked together now. So if we look at here, they're all linked. Sweet, no problem whatsoever. Power. Now we need some power. We're going to put the power there, and we put a controller on it. Obviously we're using a creative power cell. Perfectly fine. You can use whatever you want to make it work for you. Next, we're going to need a couple of chests down. So we'll go a red chest and a blue chest, like I already stated. And just so I've got it ready, we're going to put a screen here and a screen here. And then 1, 2, 3 up here, we're going to put a couple of black hole tanks. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then these are really buggy when they fill up, so I like to hide them. Bam, bam, bam. And hide them like that. Now, for the sake of the tutorial, it's easy. Oh, we didn't do that. Crap. Ah, that's fine. We'll work it out in a second. So, get yourself a bucket of essence. In a bucket, normal bucket, you can get it easily. And when you get your first lot, get yourself a bucket of meat and a bucket of pink slime. The reason being is because you want to not do that. Oh, I hate it when it does that. To put anything else in the tank, because when you set these up, it needs to be important that they stay what they are. So that's why
you need to filter them in just like that. So now they're filtered to what they are, and I'm just going to put a bucket in each one so we know visually what they are. Then I'm going to delete what we've already used so I don't have extra things in my inventory to confuse me of what we need. Bang, 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 bang. Screen controller and a controller for XNET. We've done, which one have we done? What's that? It's a controller for XNET. Cool. Sweet. So now let's just put text there, and it'll be a button, 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 button. Well, we don't actually need 2 buttons because we don't need that screen. That's fine. But we do need one. I have noticed that occasionally this does this as a bug, and I really don't know why. Whoops. And then I just got rid of that tank. Cool. That's exactly what I want to do while I'm trying to do an episode. Go me. Love it when things do not work. Right, let's do this again. Let's go you, let's go you. And then I think maybe if we just do that. There we go. Cool. Now we want a bucket here, a couple of texties, and we want a button there, a couple of texties. And we don't need buttons in here, do we? No, we don't need buttons in these ones. Sorry guys, that is incorrect. We don't need buttons in there. What we need in those is let's just look up screen and it will come up with all of them. Something about liquid, inventory screen module for a liquid. Fluid screen module, there we go. So we need 3 of those bad boys, and I like to fill it up with text. Obviously you don't have to do this yourself. This is just something I like to do, just so they sit correctly on where they're meant to be, to make it look nice like the other one. So it should be 2 gaps like that. And then we'll go like that, and need a couple more text. So this is just me personally of how I like to do things and how I like it set up. Why did I put that one there? Pretty sure that's how it's meant to be. Let's double check. 2 gaps of text and then on the bottom. Alright, I knew I had it wrong. Them on the bottom, 2 gaps and a text. That on the bottom, 2 gaps, a text. That on the bottom, 2 gaps and a text. There we go. So this will now leave it there, level nice there. Sweet, cool, cool. We're all ready to go. I don't know why I've got so many buttons going on. But anyway, let's get a little bit closer into here. I did it again. Just don't say anything, guys. Like, alright, I fixed that up once again. So as you guys can see, we can't see those tanks, and there's a reason for it. Sorry for a little bit of lag. I don't know what's going on. It's just on this single player world. It's doing my head in. But anyway, so let's get straight back into it. So we've set all this up. Let's have a look where we're up to. So we've done that, we've got those 2 connected. Cool. We need this bad boy here, which we're just going to put here, so then it's just going to go straight like that, and boom, they're all going to have power now. Sweet. Now let's set up our channels. Oh, we're not finished yet. We need to connect these 2 bad boys up, and I like to go blue, name that blue, name that red. Right. Here's the tricky part, is we need a redstone receiver to go into this chest, but you would think that you'll do it like this. Incorrect. It needs to be like that. There's a reason for it, and it's hard to talk about. It's hard to explain, and it's confusing. It took me ages to work it out. I actually get one of the boys on one of our servers called Double JG. Give you a little shout out to you, brother. To help me out a bit, and even he took a little bit to work it out as well, because it just was not doing what we wanted to do. It's easy to do it with a redstone repeater and a redstone torch, but I didn't want that system. I wanted a nice cleaner system. So yeah, redstone receiver down on the ground, facing into there on like a little corner bench like that, like so, and now we should see that in there, the chest. And then we need another one of those bad boys down here next to this.
and that's why we cleared out this room. So we moved this one there to be there. Cool, right? Pretty cool. So I think we pretty much have everything set up of what we need. So we've done that one, we've done that one. We'll keep these just in case. And now it's time to set all the channels up and pretty much get it working. So boom, we go to this bad boy. First channel I always set up as power. It's just easy, it's simple. The first channel is always power. We're extracting and we are importing into every machine that needs power. Boom, straight like that. Oh, we did it the other way around. Import, 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 and then output, extract. So everything should have power now. Sweet. Next step, we need to go, if we have a look at this one over here, we have a few different things. We got import coming in from the mob crusher, exporting out into this, to this, and this. We're not going to worry about this channel at all, right? This is bringing essence in from the crusher and putting it into this tank up here. As I explained, we're not doing that for the tutorial, but that's how you can do it and set it up as I showed at the start of the episode. So we're just going to worry about this channel, and this channel. So channel 3, as you guys can see, it's called essence, import. So we are importing the essence from the container into the mob duplicator. As you can see, import, export. So let's go back over here. Channel 2. We want this is a fluid channel, and we're going to call import essence. Import essence from none of those that are hooked up, so we need to hook these bad boys up. I forgot about that. Boom, there they are. And you can see that none of them are labeled. God damn it, did it again. So also we like to label these. So to make it easier, essence, and this is liquid meat apparently. Liquid meat. Whoa, whoa. And this is pink slime. Cool, back into here. Boom, now they're all labeled. Essence, liquid meat, cool. So now we want to go out of here. We want to create an extract and we want to import it into our mob duplicator. So if we now, OCD. Look in here, we have power and we have mob essence. Beautiful. Technically it's running. What we want to actually do is run with redstone signal. We want to have that on. Nope. Sorry, that was a different way I was trying to do it. And we can't do that anymore for a particular reason. It's all good. Leave that with that setting here. Redstone mode ignored. Cool. The next step is another fluid. Or are they not needed here as well? Hang on, let me just double check this while we're over here. This one is export essence into there. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to go help the missus with something. Alright, so we don't need that line. We've extracted to the mob thingy. Alright, this one here is extract fluids. And this should be liquid meat. Extract from that and import into that and import that. What's going on here? Oh, so we don't need this one either because this was another system that I had set up. Let me remove that, just so I don't confuse myself. Alright, so over here on our new system, what we want to do is create a new fluid one, and this is fluid extract. Alright. Now we're extracting from the mob slaughter itself. So this will be an extract, and we are going to go into the liquid meat and the pink slime. Alright, I've had this cough for God knows how long, and it just will not go away. It's not COVID, I've been tested multiple times for my job. Anyway, back to where we're at. Cool, so we're extracting the fluids out of there, from here, and into this system. Now what we need to do is you can make this go to your refined storage system. So as you guys can see here is I have XNET cable going into this chest. So we're going to do the same thing from here out this way. Oh, wrong one. And join into this system back over here. Oh, and pop onto that bad boy there. Let's rebuild this. We don't need any of that. So what's that going to do is any items that we get from the mobs will go out here and go straight into our refined storage system over here that we've used for both tutorials that we've done now. And that's probably going to keep getting used for all the tutorials that I decide to do. Right, so we're pretty much set to go. Oh no, we have to set that up, sorry. So now we need to go items, which I put over on the exit channel over here, just so it's out of the way, right? XNET channel, green, export items. So now we want to export items out of this bad boy here, export, and as you guys can see, we now have that obsidian chest. Create, insert. So that's exporting those into there. No problem, sweet. So that leaves us with 4 channels, which is fine because we only need 2 to make this system here work. Now, I don't know why I've got 2 sets of screens here. We don't need 2 sets of screens, but we're just going to leave it there for now with the text in there just because it's in the way and who really cares. So what we're going to do is we need to set up these buttons here now. So this is going to be mob transport. This is going to be our mob transport system. So these buttons here we're going to use to transport our mobs back and forward. Now just so I don't have to get any new ones, we'll grab these 3. So if you don't know what these are called mob impressment tools. So you can go out to any mob in the world, any single mob. Let's just put a pic down, alright? And capture it. Oh, that's a sheep. Boom. And now we can duplicate that in our trusty mob duplicator down here. How cool is that, right? So we need to also cover that bad boy up because they get stuck down there. It's really annoying. So what we need to do is if we put one in, actually let's put them all in here for now. So we need to break that bad boy, put all of them in there, and they're away. So what we need to do is link these chests up and these redstone receivers with a button. So this button here, we're going to link with this one. So shift right click. Was it just right click? Why is it working? Channel 9, channel 9. It worked. Sorry, I just didn't say it in chat because the chat's deactivated. No problem. So you can see this on channel 9 and this has no channel. This one, we're going to link downstairs. Down here to this bad boy. Cool, right? Bam. Now we go button. We click the button and it's not a toggleable button. We do not want it to be a toggleable button. So we want to send mobs. So color coordination, we're going to do blue, right? And then we're going to go bring mobs home into red. So now you guys can see blue takes the chest, red goes to that chest. Simple, right? Easy as pie. Not a worries in the world. So obviously right now it's going to do nothing. Like it's going to do nothing because these chests aren't set up to go anywhere. So now we go back to the XNET controller. So now we're back in the XNET controller. What we need to do is go these to this bad boy, which is pretty good because it's all right there. So I'm going to go right in the middle just because I like to keep my stuff clean. Here we're going to need an item. Item, boom, priority. So what we want to do is this one here is going to be export. Single, 10 items, all neutral, except up here the redstone mode ignored. We want to bring that to one operation on a pulse. And then once that does an operation, it is then going to import into our mob duplicator. Cool. We're finished, right? No, we need one more item. Yeah. God damn it. One more XNET item channel. Bam.
Now we're finished with the mob spawner and we don't want to use it anymore. Cool. We need to export out of the mob duplicator. So now we turn this into an export. Once again, yep, do one operation on pulse, and then we're going to go into the red one. Now, you're probably asking, why can't we use the same chest? Unfortunately, this isn't as good setup as using conduits back in like 1.10.2 and 1.12.2, 5, whatever it was. Conduits was way easier because you were able to filter and imports and exports and what wasn't allowed to come back in and out. And a bunch of that, like I did on my old, outdated, for 1.16.5 mod spawner. This way is still really cool. You can do everything in one screen and it's nice. I really like this. It's handy. I like XNET. But you can't do it into the same chest, otherwise it's just going to go back and forward. Because as soon as an item actually enters into a chest, it actually sends off a redstone signal. So therefore, it's going to then operate this again and then back and forward. Boom, 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 boom. So that's why you have to put it in an input and an output chest, which is perfectly fine. 2 chests, no problem whatsoever. But look at this. This is taking out what? Minus that, you've taken up a 6x3, so 9 blocks. And this here you can put underground if you want in your area, and it looks nice. A couple of screens, you can make it look cool. Sweet. So that is all set up, ready to go. And now these bad boys, let's get these fluids going so you guys can see what I'm talking about up here. Alright, so what we want to do is we're going to go, oof, bit of lag there, is we're going to go shift right click, and that should be, yep, let's go into that one. Shift right click and shift right click. Now let's go back into our screens here, and we'll go shift right click, but it's meant to be down here. It's meant to be down here. And shift right click. 1,000, because I've only put 1 bucket in them. Not a problem. So now we go text, and we go essence, large. Let's put that green, just so we know it's essence. This bad boy, text, liquid, oh, let's just write meat, just so we know, large and brown. Boom, liquid meat. Text, large, and this is pink slime, and that's going to be pink. Cool. How cool is that? And now we have a visual representation of what we're at and where we're at. You can also put other things in here. You know, maybe you want to see some energy meters all on the same screen. It's fine. You can probably even do this all in here, all in the one little screen if you want, and you can hide the rest. But I just like it set up like this. It's really nice, I think, and these, like I said, these guys here are really buggy. They flash out everything and go crazy. Cool, so now we are ready to hopefully just turn this on, and it should work. I don't see why it won't work, but let's just clean all this up because I like to look nice. Alright, so let's just double check all of our channels are active, which they should be. They're all active. Cool. So we should be able to put a sheep in this box, press the button, boom, turned on. Now, you're probably wondering what's going on. It's so much slower than that one. Yeah, there's a reason. I forgot to add the add-ons. So, with your mob slaughter, you're going to need with this area that I have here is a 5x5. Alright, 5x5, which is plenty of space for this. So you do an add-on range, add-on tier 2. And that will fill up the 5x5. So now you guys can see, boom, 5x5. Oh, it's not really, but it'll work for this demonstration. This is why I have it in here, usually in the wall. Which we'll do it next time in the wall. That's perfectly fine, no worries. And then we just do some efficiencies and speed it up. Cool. And now we have the same thing, but saves me getting them all again, I'm just going to take these ones, for our mob duplicator. Let's get in there and put these bad boys in. So we have a speed tier 2, a processing tier 2, and an efficiency tier 2.
And we just wait for him. Oh shit, there we go. Cool. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is processing really fast. We're getting a sheep every like half a second, which you can obviously make it, you can't make it any quicker than that, unfortunately, but you know, that's sweet as, that's really fine. You can see we're getting liquid meat, we're getting pink slime, lots of pink slime. Alright, and we probably should be getting a crap ton of, no, still nothing. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh no, I know what's going on, sorry. We don't need to hook this up because we don't get mob drops from this. This is only meat and pink slime. If you want to do a mob drop with this, and you don't want mob sleep and that, you change it out to a mob crusher. Which is pretty cool, so it's pretty easy. So you can just swap these out and it'll do exactly the same thing. Have it set up how I've got it, have everything ready to go, and then just swap these out. Alrighty guys, so I hope this tutorial was a little bit helpful for you, and I hope I didn't blabber on too much. I tried to speed it up and, you know, be a little bit informative as much as I can without being too long. So I hope it was useful for you guys. If you need anything, ask in the comments below. It's pretty simple, it's a pretty good setup, and yeah, pretty automated. You don't have to do a thing. So yep, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the tutorial, please hit that like button, comment in there, click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and yeah, if you would like to come join the Inquisition network servers, our Discord link is in the list below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Peace out.